Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in today. Today I'm talking about my holy grail. This is my Hobonichi Weeks for mental health and therapy journaling. What I essentially do in this journal is capturing all the emotion throughout the day, short entries of daily events, topics of entries that I also may want to discuss in therapy. A lot of times I have memory skips and I find myself not truly being in the moment and or recalling certain moments, and oftentimes it's only feelings and emotions that remain. So sometimes those emotions pile up until they literally explode out of me and I have no idea how to prevent it from happening because I just can't remember the cause of said emotion. And as I struggle to take a certain amount of time out of my daily schedule because I have the need to be productive all the time, I opted for writing the shortest entries on what my day looked like, and that helps me organize my emotions and reflect. So basically, help me put two and two together by doing so. And my goal is to one day fill up full pages with my thoughts, but for now, let's start small, right? So what I basically explained is the left side of my journal. And this is the main layout for the right section. I do have a mini tracker, as you can see here. I track my sleep, anxiety, and self-care, but the right page of my layout is mostly to prepare myself for the session, what I took from the session, and I added a small section on the right side connected to the daily entries to capture the topics of each day and possibly topics from my weekly sessions. The main layout of the right side is divided into my pre-session from a scale from 1 to 10. I choose how I'm feeling, with 1 being perfectly fine and 10 having bad anxiety. I also add 1 word or sentence for either a thought, feeling, or physical sensation, such as faster heartbeat, tight chest feeling, etc. For example, here it's like feeling a little bit nervous, tired, dreading to go in. Then I have my session notes, just capturing our conversation, jotting down takeaways and helpful notes and highlights from my therapy session. And down here, I have session reflections, how I'm feeling, any thoughts or ideas that stood out to me, any topics that I didn't get to in the session or wish I could have kept talking about a little bit longer, and how I would like to incorporate the takeaways I noted about into my week. What I additionally do when big emotions make an appearance is writing down the whole event. I use my notes section for that, and I basically color code the main emotions as well. It's sort of like a commonplace where each entry has a category with no date and just the actual event. And then I used a small margin to reflect and work out what happened and how I could manage through it if I were to experience the event again. So here are basically the 4 color keys. Red is high energy, unpleasant emotions. Yellow is high energy but pleasant emotions. Blue is low energy, unpleasant emotion. And green is low energy, pleasant emotions. And flipping through it, I made a conscious decision not to use dates, as I don't want to limit the entry to that particular day, simply because my reflections can and should be used on multiple instances, and I don't want to restrict myself when rereading through it. I don't want to put it into context where I somehow defend myself about what happened. It's supposed to be a glossary for me. But for a vague reference in my monthly views, like this, I put on dots, colored dots on the monthly view, but you wouldn't necessarily connect the entry to the day, if that makes sense. And as you know, the Hobonichi comes with this index. So there's another index in the front here that I use and write down the main emotions of the day. Very simple, just 1 single word. If it's sad, tired, or whatever, I just write it down so that I can have an overview on what's really going on, what main emotions I had, because sometimes it's just a simple thing that you went through and the rest of the day was actually okay. So I want to be able to reflect on that and then write down that basic emotion. So yeah, this is basically my holy grail right now. I have this little Gloomy by Petit Gloom by Megan Ryan, and it's perfect. You know, it clearly states what I need to be doing in this book. So this is my therapy journal, and I would love to know about how you are using one. Are you doing it? Do you jot everything down? Let me know, let us know, share your tips and tricks, and kindly leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next time.